Welcome back to my channel, Caspian's Cozy Book Corner. And yeah, this is just a short life and reading update because I haven't been posting a lot or at all recently. I don't think I posted anything since my vlog about the hiking trail. So I just want to say I am reading. I haven't given up on reading. I haven't given up on that part of my life and reading as a hobby. I read 11 books in May and I haven't made a video about them yet. I don't know how I'm gonna do that or if I will. And I am reading in June. I think I'm on my 10th book or 9th book right now. And I'm currently reading 2 books. I'm reading the 3rd book in the Lycanius trilogy. I am slowly pushing through that, and it's a great help to be. I'm in a book club on Fable, where we read this book together, and I get to comment and discuss every chapter and get other people's insights. And I'm a little bit behind the other people in that group, in that book club, but it's a real help taking me forward, and also to understand intricacies of the book and of the world, because this 3rd book is so I don't really know how to describe it, but I am enjoying it so far. So I am really enjoying it so far. It's called the light. It's called The Light of All That Falls, and I have no idea what that title is about. I'm almost 30% into the book, I think, and it's 814 pages long. Each book just got longer and longer than the previous one. So I'm reading that. I have a goal of the amount of pages I want to get through, and it's not due back at the library until the 17th of July, and I'm currently recording this on the 25th of June. So even though the book club only reads it in June, I have until the 17th of July to finish it. I want to finish it with the book club because I want to be able to comment on every chapter, but I'm not stressing myself. And then I am also reading The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, I think it's called, by Laurie Gilmore. I'm reading that one in the evening. A bit more light-hearted. It's a feel-good. It's a romance, contemporary romance book. I know that some people don't like Laurie Gilmore's books, but I do. They are comfort reads by now, and I'm on my last one that I haven't read. So when I read this one, I have read everyone that has come out here in Sweden. So yeah, that's where I am with the reading right now. And as I said, I've read a lot in May and June so far, and I have I think I have 15 books at home from the library right now. I'm trying my best not to bring home more books, but I went to one of the libraries yesterday to return 2 books, and I came home with 3. So what you gonna do, yeah, I've had a lot of fun with reading in the last couple of months. I have continued on some series that I have started earlier. Among other things, I've read some Becky Chambers books, and I have read some Abby Jimenez books, and yeah, I've read some of everything, I think. I've also read Holly by Adeline Grace. I think it's supposed to be the Zero book. I don't know what that means, but it's a Christmas novella in the Belladonna series, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so that's kind of how my reading is going. I am still reading, and if you want to know what I'm reading and you want to see what I think about the books when I've read them, and the ratings I give them, then befriend me on Fable. I have the same name as here, not Caspian's Cozy Book Corner, but I have my name Caspian Svensson. So that's my name, and I have the same name over there. So you can I think I have the link in my profile here on YouTube as well, I think. I am, and moving on, I have completely stopped with GoodReads I haven't updated my GoodReads since the turn of the year, like since the new year or something like that. I don't think I've updated with a single book this year, and I'm usually like logged in on my computer, but it's logged me out. And I've forgotten my password, so I'm not gonna log back in. I was, exploring if I wanted to do Fable or something else instead of GoodReads, and I tried some other platforms, like some other apps, but the one I come back to again and again is Fable, and that is mainly because I love the book club element of it. There is one, I don't know what it's called, that a lot of people uses, that you can have like you can unlock rewards or almost like a game element to it, like playing a game with the books you read and that sort of thing. That's not for me. I didn't enjoy that. Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. So I'm only using Fable, and then I have another app in my phone. I don't know what it's called because my phone is there, and I can't look at that while I'm filming, so I'm not gonna look it up. But I have an app on my phone where I put in every book I read, and it's very easy to put in books that aren't on the platform before. You can just add it. On Fable I have some issues sometimes with Swedish books not being there, and I have to email them about it, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with where you can find what I'm reading. I think I'm gonna start like a Bookstagram account, because I feel like I want to, when I'm reading a book, I feel like I want to share about that in the moment instead of doing this long form content. At least I want to have the option. And I also want to have a special Bookstagram account where I follow other Bookstagrammers instead of doing that from my other account. So yeah, I'm gonna do that at some point. It's just that every time I try to make another account on my Instagram, it says try again later. It just gives me the no-go. So I don't know what that is about, but I'm trying. Once in a while I'm going in there and I'm trying. So I don't know. So, and life update. Yeah, I have a lot to do right now. Mainly because we are going to have this big renovation here in our apartment, or in the building. The building is going to be renovated in the fall. So I have a limited amount of time to work from home until then, because they start in the building, so not in our apartment or even in our part of the, it's like 4 doors into the apartment. So like there is actually like 80 apartments in this complex, and I don't know what you call it when you go in through a door and then you take the elevator and up, what you call every section, but I'm gonna call them sections. So there's 4 like sections with 20 apartments in every section, and we are somewhere in the middle. So on the furthest end, they're going to start renovations right after summer, like sometime in August or in the middle of August. And from that moment on, it's gonna be noise. There's gonna be so much noise, and I'm gonna have a hard time working from home. I count on it being hard to work from home. Hopefully the weather will be good and I can sit outside, or I can be maybe at the library. But I film a lot of videos for my other channel, yeah, I'm trying to put myself ahead of that. So I have like the double workload in every aspect of what I'm doing. I have double workload right now because I'm trying to get ahead of it, so that I can mainly focus on editing videos in August, because they're gonna start over there in August, and then they're gonna like tear apartments down and things, and then they're gonna come here around the autumn equinox. And when that happens, I will be out of here. I'm going to visit a friend and live with him for about 7 weeks. And with him, when I live with him, I can work from his home. So there's like a 7 or 8 week period where I have to do the work beforehand. So that's why I don't really have time to do updates on this channel, because this channel is for fun, and my other channel is, you know, more it's work related. so that's kind of where I'm at. So this is low priority, other things come first. So work comes first, and then also getting out and enjoying the wonderful summer weather that we're having right now, the days that we have wonderful weather. So today I went on a bike ride. I like doing hiking, and I do like doing long walks, and I want to be outdoors as much as I possibly can. So that part, in other times of the year when we can't really be outdoors as much, especially not riding bikes, that time I probably would have spent making videos for this channel and editing them, and now I don't. So outdoor time is prioritized above making content for this hobby channel of mine. And another life update is that I am finally done with my treatment for my teeth. I don't think I've talked about it that much on this channel, but a couple of years ago I was diagnosed with hereditary periodontitis. I think that's the word in English as well. And I've been going through treatment for that, and that is now all done. I also have an injury on my upper jaw from childhood that they discovered at the same time, and they wanted to wait to do something to heal that injury until this treatment was over. And in Sweden we pay, we have almost free healthcare when it comes to all other areas except for teeth. So with teeth we have something, I don't know what to call it, but it's like there's a ceiling when it comes to how much you will have to pay on your own, and then the rest the state pays. But it's kind of a high ceiling and I am not a rich person, so I couldn't do the treatment in one go. I have booked one appointment and then saved some money, booked one appointment, saved some money over a 2-year period. And but now I'm through that. So now everything needs to heal after this last treatment for 3 months. I had my last treatment in the beginning of, no, we did at the end of May. And all of this has to rest for June, July, August. And there's also a queue because my dentist is really good. My dentist is really popular, like the entire clinic is really popular because they specialize in people with PTSD or anxiety and that have a fear of going to the dentist. They are so empathetic, and they are so good with people. Like 95% of them is really like people persons, and they're really popular. So the waiting list is really long, and since I'm going away for like 7 weeks in the fall, I might have an appointment. I might call and get an appointment before I leave just to check on everything, but my next appointment that is set is in January of next year, and that is an appointment with a specialist to look at how the treatment has, how the teeth are doing. and how I am upholding the good health of my teeth, which I'm really good at. I get a lot of compliments from my dentist. I am really good at maintaining it. So, and that I have to do that. I have to do it like, I have a procedure I have to do every day, once a day at least. I have like an extension of, it takes like 15 to 20 minutes to do everything I need to keep my teeth healthy daily because of this hereditary disease. And that no one else in my family seems to have. I just don't think they're talking about it. So yeah, I know who I got it from. I know who I got it from. So anyway, yeah, so at the beginning of next year, when everything is healed and that sort of thing, they're gonna look at my injury and see what needs to be done. So there's been a lot of talk about different approaches, and I'm not sure what I'm hoping for. Right now I have like a strainer, it's called, to keep things in place. It's, if you see something on my teeth in my videos when I talk, that is it. Because when I close my mouth, my lower teeth go behind my upper teeth, so they couldn't put it on the back side because then I would slowly destroy it every time I chewed. So they had to put it on the front. So yeah, you can see that in videos when I talk. It's visible. So if you see something and you're like, oh, what is that on his teeth? That's it. It's there. And I don't need that anymore, but I've chosen to keep it until I know what the next step is, because it's not hindering anything. And my dentist said that it doesn't hinder anything, and it's also gonna cost money to remove it. So I don't want to remove it until I am, on to my next step, unless it is it needs to be removed before then, because it is what's the word in English for when things slowly tear? That's the word. Like, yeah, if it tear before that, I will have to remove it. But I will not need a new one, because things have started to heal a little bit on their own. But we'll see where I'm at next year with that. So, and that is something I have been focusing on a lot throughout the spring months, and it was stressing me out to do that because of financial reasons. Because the ceiling that I talked about, that you have to pay this amount on your own, that ceiling kind of renews once a year, and my year for that starts again in June. So I was pressed for time, because the closer you get to the ceiling, so every time you pay the dentist, you get closer and closer to the ceiling, and the closer you get, the more discount you get. And then when you reach the ceiling, the rest is kind of free. So I wanted to make sure that I got as much of my treatment in, and I wanted to end my treatment actually before the new year set in and I had to start over, because where I was during the spring was basically like I could pay for one treatment, get two. That was like the difference in pricing. So that's kind of where I was, and I wanted to keep that deal for as long as possible. Or I wanted to, well, I couldn't keep it for as long as possible, but what I wanted to do was to get all of my treatments in before it became pricier again, more expensive. So yeah, that took a lot of mental energy, and it stressed me the F out. So that is something I dealt with during that time. Reading helped, so I did vlog a bit. I did read a lot during the spring as well. Not as much as I'm doing now, like reading. I'm reading a lot more now. But yeah, and then during the spring I also had something happen in my life where there's a family member of mine that I hadn't spoken to in 10 years. They kind of disappeared. They kind of disappeared, and I didn't know if they were dead, if they were if they were incarcerated. I didn't know anything. So that person came back into my life in April, suddenly out of the blue, and that has also been, I would say, stressful and joyful. And I have PTSD, and that person coming back into my life moved a lot back up to the surface again that I hadn't dealt with, and that I thought I had dealt with from childhood, basically, mainly. And yeah, it was a stressful time. It was nice to meet the person again, and it has been nice. We've hung out more than a few times since then, and I know they're alive. I know how they are. I know where they are, where they live. I know that sort of thing, and I have done my best to help the person, because they have been needing some help. So I have been doing my best to help the person to the best of my abilities, and also struggling with what kind of relationship can we have from here. What do they want? What do I want? What is even plausible or possible? And and setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, as an adult. So yeah, so that was a while back, and when we met again now, I actually remember that it was almost exactly 10 years ago since we last met. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster, the first half of this year. It's been a good roller coaster. I finished my treatment. I have I have this person back into my life that I really care about. I do love this person, and I want to have them in my life. I want our relationship to be built on honesty, communication, respect, and love. That's what I want, and I'm doing my best to facilitate that, and not have any regrets in case the person disappears on me again. And also dealing with all of that. It's hard to deal with a person that you don't know if they're gonna be there the next day, because they're just like flaky. And they of course have their issues, and and it's been a mental and physical roller coaster for the last, since February maybe or something like that, and I feel like it's finally settling down a bit, knock on wood. That's what I'm hoping, and I'm trying to just take it one day at a time. As I said, focusing a lot on my double workload. I'm focusing a lot on maintaining and nurturing my relationships with friends as well, so I don't forget about them while everything is happening. And so what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to spending more time outdoors. I'm looking forward to when my partner has his vacation. He's off from work for a month in July and into August, so that is also something that will hinder me from working as much as I would need to, not like to, but need to, before the big renovation. So I'm trying. I am looking forward to spending more time outdoors. I am looking forward to this piece of time to I want to enjoy it, and I also want it to be over so that I can just go on to the next step and the next step. So I am also right now, that is what I'm looking forward to: spending more time outdoors, spending time with my partner, spending time with my dad, spending time with friends, enjoying life. And for the fall, I'm looking forward to visiting my friend, yeah, it's gonna be nice. I am gonna miss my partner though. So and I'm looking forward to reading a lot. I am looking forward to reading my TBR for the summer. I might do a video about my summer TBR, but don't count on it because I have so much to do. So I'm here. I will be back when things settle down a little bit. I might do some more like outdoorsy vlogs, like the forest vlog that I did. So anyway, we'll see how much I share on this channel during the summer. I hope that I don't just want you to know that I am not gone. I haven't quit this channel. It's just a lot right now. So that's where I am. With that said, happy reading, everyone. Tell me what you are reading right now. And yeah, I was planning on doing Don't Die July. I don't think I'm gonna be able because I have a hard time finding books for it. Or I'm not really having a hard time finding books for it, to be honest. I haven't looked that much because I have so many books at home that I want to get to that I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit in Don't Die July. But if I do, I will vlog it because I said I would. So yeah, that might come up on the channel. Yeah, we'll see. Happy reading, everyone. And now I'm going to help the bug. I think it's like a fly, like this big. I don't think it was a bumblebee or anything like that. I think it was genuinely a big fly. It's enormous. I see it. It's enormous. And I'm gonna see if that fella wanna go out the window again, or if he's just gonna stay here with me for the afternoon. Yeah, it's around 2 p.m. and about to have some Swedish fika with a cup of tea and a sandwich and let's see. I'm not gonna share my food with this guy. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna share my food. I'm also gonna read a few pages in the Lycanius book by James Islington. Yeah, James Islington. Shingling!